local farm today at Noranda, and we've got our fabulous Agriculture Victoria crew who's come out to help landholders undertake some system irrigation checks on their centre pivots and their lateral move irrigators. The benefit of doing these system checks on a regular basis is to help improve water efficiency and energy efficiency, to improve crop yield and to lower operational costs. Glenelg Hopkins CMA joined the Sustainable Irrigation Program about 4 years ago, and the Sustainable Irrigation Program helps irrigators use water wisely, not only for their own business outcomes, but also for the sustainability of the environment. So the Sustainable Irrigation Program has enabled us to work with Agriculture Victoria through funding mechanisms, and it means that we can get AgVic to come down and do these fantastic one-on-one training and workshop experiences with the local irrigators here.
Centre pivots like what we've got in the background here, they're pretty substantial investments for farmers, and they're not actually provided a lot of advice on how to monitor them and make sure they continue to work efficiently and effectively. So the work we're doing is really looking at these and looking at the types of issues that farmers have with these systems and trying to identify ways of improving water use, so getting water applied more evenly across paddocks, and also reducing the energy consumption or improving the energy efficiency of the systems. So that's got benefits for both themselves because we've got higher productivity, better water use efficiency, but that also leads to benefits for the environment in reduced runoff and that reduced water requirements by these farms.
We're farming here in southwest Victoria at Noranda. We milk 850 cows on 286 hectares, and we irrigate on about 142 hectares through centre pivot and fixed sprays. I think the opportunity for sustainability is adopting new technology and applying that to our farm, and just really trying to use connectivity between our phones and everything else that we have on farm to the irrigation, and also just some different hardware to make sure we're making the most of every drop of water we've got.
The irrigation's a big part of our risk mitigation strategy. As we're heading into an uncertain future in terms of climate, it's an important part of protecting our business, being able to feed our cows well and keep the farm going. It makes sense to use the resource that we've got as efficiently as we possibly can, so that this limited resource is conserved. Using it sustainably also increases the efficiency of our business. So it makes sense in an environmental sense, in that it's the best for the natural resources as well, but it's also smart for our business, because if we're doing it in a way that is the right requirement on the paddock, then that's going to save us running costs and stop us overwatering or underwatering. It's going to be the right for the pasture, which is right for the cows. There's also animal health implications. So by watering in a way that preserves the environment, we're preventing things like mastitis or foot rot from occurring with the cows. To continue to make business decisions with sustainability in mind, we need local data. We need the research to know what is possible for us to do and what isn't. We're always keen to increase our knowledge base to be able to do things better, and anything that's going to allow us to do that, we would be wholeheartedly behind.
Being part of the Sustainable Irrigation Program over the past 4 years, Glenelg Hopkins CMA has delivered the Sustainable Irrigation Development Guidelines. We've continued to support the referral process with taken use licences between water agencies and the landholder. We've contracted a report to be developed describing the benefits of why more public investment in sustainable irrigation is really vital to this region. We've also had AgVic supporting us in another project of putting together a report and an associated web application based around the water and irrigated land use changes over time, and we'll continue to be able to record data into that web application as well. Also put a lot of effort in, especially over COVID, in trying to maintain those relationships with landholders, and just putting the word out there that anyone that we haven't been able to touch base with, that we're here and we're happy to have a chat, we're happy to answer your questions and see how we can support you.
Knowledge is power when you're working with sustainability, and opportunities like this are very valued at a farm level. I think it's just integral that we work together as best as we possibly can for the future of irrigation within the southwest.